Yo, what's good YouTube? Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this omino diffusion effect. This was in the Dev Stacks Now They Know Us music video by Toxic Lifestyle. I'll have that video linked down in the description along with the directors, editors, and platforms information. This video is really fire. It uses a lot of omino diffusion, distorted effects, and then as well like some data moshing effects. Omino diffusion is used in lots of different music videos. I feel like it's kind of underutilized, or at least not utilized in the coolest way. But in this music video, I think that it really carried the concept in a cool way, and so I really enjoyed this music video. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do this. So I'll have omino diffusion linked down in the description. Their website is not set up very good, to be honest with you, so you're just going to want to download the one that says for old Windows and Mac users or something like that. Just download that one. It's kind of misleading and confusing, to be honest, but just download that one. I'm in After Effects 2025 and it's working perfectly fine for me in here, and this is the newest version of After Effects. If you want to create 3D effects without plugins in any editing program, check out the complete 3D pack on my website. With transparent backgrounds, all you have to do is drag and drop, and you can create vortexes, floating objects, transitions, shockwaves, and many more effects in only a few clicks. Use code STINKYCHEESE for 15% off. And then what I'm going to do is add on omino diffusion. This also comes with a bunch of other stuff like halftone. So yeah, basically right when you add on omino diffusion, you're basically going to get the effect that's in this music video shot for shot. But to kind of animate them in to come in a certain way, what you're going to want to do is increase the error across, or sorry, decrease it over here, and then set a keyframe at the beginning, and then over here obviously just increase that again until you have something cool like maybe about there. Starting out, we have something that looks like this, and then as you can see here, if you just increase the error aside, you guys can get some interesting glitches in there, but I'm not going to be doing that. Then the next thing that you want to do is for width right here, you're just going to set this to increase it as much as you can, like at 32, and then that's what's going to separate those lines and bring them out like that. And then if you just bring down that width back down to 0 as you keyframe that on the last keyframe, you're going to bring it back to normal. So you got something that looks like this, and this is pretty much how all of those effects in that video were done. And then if you guys want to mess with your keyframes more, just click on your layer and click U for used, and then you can highlight them, you can easy ease them, you can bring these frames in closer to have it happen faster. And yeah, I think that this is like a super underrated effect. I feel like it's underutilized, and this can really create some great music video effects just because of how engaging it is. I think that letting the audience kind of look at this and think like, what am I looking at, is such a great feeling to create as a video editor. And I think that that's something that was accomplished here with this effect, and it's just so simple and easy to do. That's another thing that I like about this, and this can impress clients, you know. And this isn't really like a corny effect in my opinion. I think it just looks cool, so I don't really think clients would have a huge issue with this. If you guys just say, hey, like, what if I do this? I'm definitely going to be using this in some upcoming projects because it's just so easy and it carries, to be honest. So then as well, some other features in here that you can use, you can increase the color count. So if you want to add some color in there, you guys can get like kind of a cool look like that. And then as well, when you guys install omino diffusion, it comes with a bunch of other cool plugins done by omino. And I'm sorry, is it omino? I don't even know, bruh. So then we have omino or omino halftone right here. And as you guys just increase or change this to pixel by pixel under style, you guys can create like this kind of interesting displacement effect. And you guys can use this as a regular displacement map that's really interesting. So if you guys want to set the input to a different layer and then use it as a displacement map, you can. Another thing you could do is for cell across, if you want to change this back to cell by cell and then just increase this all the way up for cells across, you guys can get like this kind of interesting little pixel effect. This kind of reminds me of like arcade games from the 80s or something like that. So, you know, you could do something interesting with this. And then if you just want to brighten this up, you could obviously add on the curves effect, add on some lumetri color, and then blast up the contrast and highlights just to kind of bring this alive a little bit, and so it's not like super dark. So, you know, something like that. Maybe decrease the blacks and then decrease the shadows to create some more contrast. Then as well, if you guys want to change the colors, you can add on HLS and then, you know, kind of cycle through some different color options right here. And yeah, that's definitely another kind of cool little effect right here, video gamey effect. And then another effect that I just added on here is omino kaleidoscope, which also can create some really interesting looks in here. You can change the amount of reflections, you can change the mirror radius, so you guys can keyframe this stuff in as well. So then another one of these effects that I really like here is this omino squares effect. And this creates kind of like this cool grid effect, kind of similar to the first effect that we made. And you guys can have this, you know, done with some larger pixels, or you can have it, you know, blasted up all the way to get a little bit more detail in there. And then you can change the color of the fill, so if you want it to be red or something like that. This one's definitely pretty cool. And then finally we have this omino sphere map effect right here, which I think it's also really cool. So if you guys just want to change the Y shift, you guys can create some cool little effects like that, and then just change, you know, the X repeats if you want like a ton of repeats, or you could just bring this down, you know, focus on just one. You can have this cool like weird zoom in effect that I really like. I'm probably going to do a tutorial on breaking this down fully. Definitely still super usable in 2025 and in After Effects 2025. So, you know, recommend that you guys get creative with these and try something out that you haven't tried before, and try to be different as always from other people in the industry. If you guys want to save time while editing, make sure to check out my website. Everything on there is made to help you save time, energy, money, resources, and to get more clients. I appreciate you guys as always for tuning in. God bless and peace out.